when I catch on you. You see me in my room. You know that I'm the girl that you would call. I'll be your gift. Pop your confetti and carry on. Yeah.
Real hot girl shit. I'm a hot girl, don't try it at home. Captain Hook, ayy, I go shopping, want it, then I cop it, ayy, yeah. Real hot girl shit. Yeah, I'm in my bag, but I'm in his too. Baby, on myself. Like, cash, bitch, you doing too much. I'm like, shut up, hoe.
Yeah, I ain't trying to think about it. No. Yeah, I said it there. Yeah, I said it.
Oh my god, right, hang on. Change of pace. I just thought of a song that I used to literally laugh at so much.
If you don't know me, I'm M to the B. Coming in hard, you better watch it, Sophie. You think you're the only girl doing grind. Coming in hard with my bars. Sophie, I scream my name like ya ya ya. So at your manky scouts brow. M to the B, it's coming at you with a route. To the B, it's M to the B, it's M M M M M to the B, it's M to the B, it's M to the B. Bam.
Keep the pistol on my side. She feel my mind and what I did.
Hi everyone, my name's Ollie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my entire makeup collection. But before I get started, I'm going to open this beer because I'm really thirsty. I'm having like a completely mental week, so just really quick life update before I get into this video. It is currently 9:20 on a Thursday night. I'm kind of like a little bit stressed out this week, so if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I actually had a car accident a couple of days ago. So there's just been loads of stuff to sort out, like with insurance and with sorting out the car. I'm just really busy and like stressed. So I haven't even had time to think about when I'm gonna sit down and sort out a video. To be honest, my makeup collection probably isn't that interesting. But I don't know, maybe you guys might wanna see it. So if you would like to see my entire makeup collection, keep on watching. And if not, I'll see you in the next one. Please do not judge my makeup. This has been on since like 10 o'clock this morning, and like I said, it is now 9:20. So this makeup is like holding on for dear life. All of the products I have, I do actually use. So yeah, let's just get straight on into the video. Okay, so the first category I'm gonna talk about is foundation and concealers. To be honest, I'm not a massive concealer person. I only really use concealer to carve out my eyebrows, and that's pretty much it. So to carve my eyebrows, I like to use the P. Louise base. This one is in shade Rumor 2. And then I do also have this one, which is by Revolution, and this one is the Revolution Pro Full Coverage Concealer, and that is in shade C1. I do then also have these two 3-in-1 canvas concealers from Technique. Obviously one is in a lighter shade and one is in a darker shade. The reason I got the two different shades is so that I could highlight and contour with these. I don't use these very often, but if I'm doing like a really heavy glam look, almost kind of like drag makeup, then I might want to use these just to like give the real definition. Moving on to foundation. So the first foundation I want to talk to you about is my favorite foundation. It is my go-to. I have so many bottles of this, it's actually a little bit embarrassing. So my favorite foundation of all time is the Primark PS My Perfect Color Matte Foundation, and I have so many of these, like literally a ridiculous amount. Now these are only £3 each, and honestly they are so good. So if you're like me and you have like combination oily skin, these are brilliant. Obviously at this point in the day I'm looking a little bit greasy, so the one I'm wearing today is this one, which is shade Toffee Tan. This is probably my go-to. This one matches me at best when I have got a tan on. I then also have shade Cinnamon 13, which is quite dark. Sometimes I like to mix this one in just if I need to deepen it up slightly. I also have shade Honey 11, which is also good for when I've just tanned because it's just a touch darker again. And then I also have Almond 12, which is a really, really nice shade, but I wasn't able to get any more of that when I went last. I have shade Vanilla 4 for if I don't have a tan on, and I also have shade Nude 5, which is this one here. I also have shade Nude 5 for if I don't have a tan on as well. I do like to keep backups of all of these, which is why some of them have got like the cellophane on them still, because I just love these foundations so much, and they are such a good price. So you literally can't go wrong. And I also have this Technique Pro Finish Foundation. I believe this one is in shade Honey. This is a really nice, like, more lightweight foundation. It's definitely kind of gives you a more natural finish. It's kind of like a demi matte texture. Like, it's not super dewy, but it's definitely not a full matte full coverage foundation. I also have these two Revolution Pro Full Coverage Camouflage foundations, one in F11 and one in F3. I don't really like these foundations. I find them really heavy. Like, they're so thick, so drying as well. So these are not really like a go-to for me. They would probably be really good if you were going for a night out and you needed something that was gonna like cement your face. And then I also have loads of these Revolution matte base foundations. I find that they don't last very well on my face, so I have got these in F2, F3, F11 and F12, so just like a nice little range for when I do and don't have tan on my face. So these do actually mix really well. So I used to love mixing this with the Body Shop Matte Clay foundation, and then I have a few of these Body Shop Matte Clay foundations. So these are really good foundations, but they are incredibly dry. If you have got any ounce of dry skin on your face, do not buy this. It is like so dry. Within about 20 seconds, this will dry down to almost like a powder texture on your face. Now they are very full coverage and they are very long wearing. I used to wear these to work all the time, but I found that they were a little bit much on their own just because they were so drying. So I found that mixing some of this with this one gave me like the most amazing coverage foundation. So that was kind of my little go-to combo until I found the Primark one, which I literally love so much. And then the only other thing I have in my foundation box is this Collection Primed and Ready Anti-Blemish BB Cream in BB5 and BB2. I don't think I've ever used these. I have a feeling I picked these up before going on holiday once because I didn't want foundation, but I wanted something with coverage, and I think I maybe used this one once and I didn't like it. I'm not really sure why I still have these in my collection. And then I probably should have done primer first because that's what you use first, but I forgot. So I have this Technique Rose Oil Primer. This one was gifted to me and it is honestly a really nice primer. The only reason I don't use this very often is because I do have oily skin, and I find that if I use this, it just speeds up the oily process for me. So if you were going to use a super matte foundation like the Body Shop one that I was talking about, this would be a really good option because it just adds the hydration to your face. But my absolute go-to primer, this is the one that I use all the time, and once again, I really wasn't a primer kind of person. I used to use primer and I kind of went off it. I found it actually didn't help my foundation stay at all. But then I found this one, which my best friend actually got me onto, and this is the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. This is literally amazing. Everyone on like YouTube and Instagram literally loves this stuff. I think it's £8 for a tub, but literally it lasts so long. You can see at the back that I've literally used like half of the tub, and I've had this for like, I want to say about a year, and I wear makeup every day, so you don't need much at all, and it's literally so good. Okay, so moving on to powder. So my go-to powder is the Loose Powder by Revolution. This is the Banana Powder. I have shade Banana and Banana Light, so these are really good powders. 100% recommend these. I also have this Mua Translucent Powder. I can't remember when I bought this, probably a really long time ago. It's literally just a white powder. This is really good just to have in your bag for touch-ups, because it doesn't matter if you do or don't have a tan because it's translucent. So this is just a really good like quick powder to throw in my bag, and it's super cheap, so it doesn't matter if I break it. I then also have this PS My Perfect Color Loose Mineral Powder. So this is like the Primark version of that Revolution one. This is in shade number 2 Ivory. I don't ever really reach for this. I just don't like the component. Like, I find it's really messy to get the powder out of this thing. I then also have these Revolution Pro powders. So I have one of them in shade F11, which is this one just here. So I have shade F12 and F11. They are very similar shades. F12 is slightly warmer. So these are just great compacts for when I've got a tan on. Once again, can just throw these in the bag and use them just to touch up my face. These are definitely a dupe for the MAC Studio Fix powder, which I also have. So I have this Studio Fix powder in NC25. This is a really good powder compact. So this is the one that I take if I haven't got a tan on. This is a good product, but it's so expensive, and I don't think it kind of does a better job than like these. And then moving on to bronzers, I have got a few that I like to reach for. So my absolute favorite one is the PS Bronze Glow Matte Bronzing Powder, and this one is in shade Fearless. You can see that I have hit pan on this. This is my favorite bronzer. I literally use this all the time, even if I have a tan or if I don't have a tan. This always seems to look good. So this is like my absolute favorite go-to bronzer. So the last time I went to Primark, I did try and get some more of that, but they actually didn't have it in stock. So I picked up this one instead, which is the PS Perfect Color Pressed Foundation Powder, and this one is in shade Cinnamon. But Gemma Louise Miles on YouTube absolutely raves about this in shade Cinnamon, so I was like, okay, we'll pick this up. She says this is like the best bronzer she's ever used. And then I also have these two bronzers here, which are the MUA Matte Bronzed Powder, and I have one in Solar 120 and one in Solar 110. I used to use the 110 when I didn't have a tan and the 120 when I did have a tan. My current favorite blush is this one here, which is the MUA Blush Matte Powder, and this one is in shade Rough Punch. So this is a really nice matte kind of dulled rosy kind of color. I really like this one. It's not kind of too bright, but it goes whether I have or haven't got a tan. This looks really good, so I definitely like this one. It blends really well, and I think it's like £1. So this is a really good blush. Then I absolutely love this one by Revolution, which the packaging looks really tatty, but it's actually not that old, in shade Pink Lady. This one is a really nice matte bronzer, once again in a really deep rich kind of fuchsia pink color. This looks really good with or without a tan. Kind of suits any skin tone really. Obviously you just have to be careful with how much you use because it is a very pigmented. Then I also have this PS matte blush. This is obviously from Primark, and this one is in shade Carnival. This is also a really nice corally pink color. Really good for if I have got a tan on because it is a little bit darker than the rest of my blushes. And then I also have this one from MUA. This is the MUA Blushed Matte Powder in Papaya Whip. I've not actually tried this one yet. This one I actually bought online, and it didn't look this kind of browny like orange tone online. It looked a little bit more pink, so I'm not sure whether this will or won't look very good on me because this is definitely the least pinky toned blush that I would have ever used. This is actually still in the packaging, and I've had it for ages. I just haven't got around to trying it yet, but I need to give this one a go soon because I've literally had it in my drawer for like a year. Okay, moving on to the biggest section. So my absolute go-to highlighters. I have two top favorites at the moment, so one of which being the PS Summerstorm Highlighter. This one is in shade Breeze, and I will just open it up for you. So it's kind of got that swirly pattern with like a pink and a gold, and honestly this is such a nice subtle highlighter. I absolutely love the Technique Mega Glow Highlighter Quad. So you get 4 shades in this one. If you've watched my channel for a while, you will know that I talk about this all the time. So you get a silver, a kind of champagne gold, more of like a rosy copper gold, and then like a pure goldy gold. And I absolutely love these. They go great literally anywhere on the face, and you can actually do like a little eyeshadow look with just this palette as well. So yeah, this is like literally such a good palette, and these highlighters are like the brightest highlighters I've ever used. If you want like 10 man shiny AF vibes, this is like the one to go for. If you want more like subtle summery glow, then this would be the one to go for. But I absolutely love both of these, and I use both of them every single day. Okay, and then the next ones in my collection are these ones. So this used to be my absolute go-to highlighter. This is the PS Ultra Glow Highlighter in shade Brunch Club, which is this really nice kind of rosy champagne color. This is honestly such a beautiful highlighter, but I find that when you get a little bit further down into the pan, it it isn't as pigmented. And then I also have the same highlighter but in shade Trophy, and this one is a really nice like rich yellowy gold color. Don't reach for it that much anymore because I do have the Technique Mega Glow palette, and obviously that has a very similar shade, but still really nice to keep in my drawer. I also still have these, which honestly these are a little bit embarrassing because they are kind of manky, but I just can't bring myself to throw them away. These were some of my first highlighters and I literally just love them for like nostalgic reasons, but to be honest, as highlighters they're probably a little bit minging now. I have these PS highlighters, and these are like clearly rip-offs of the Kylie Jenner ones. So I have shade Frosted, which is like a pure white shade. So this is what I always used to use on my inner corners before I got the Technique palette. I then also have the same one in shade Mink Pink. This was one of my main go-to highlighters. Honestly, it's such a nice shade. It does look really, really nice. I don't know if Primark still sell these, but to be honest, they are really great highlighters, especially for the price. And then I also have this one, which is shade Gold Digger. So that's also a really nice, rich gold color. And then I also have these, which I actually didn't even know I had, and I've never even tried because they still have the packaging on. I'm gonna murder this girl's name because I don't actually know who she is, but these are the Jenna Froome's Loves PS Blush and Highlighter and Bronze and Highlighter palettes. I've never used these. They still have got the cellophane on, but I remember buying these thinking that they looked so pretty. So just open these up and show you. So this is the bronze one and this is the blush one. So they both have got a highlighter. So this one obviously has a gold and this is more of like a pink, and then this one has a blush and this has a bronzer. These are honestly so, so cute. I don't know why I haven't used them yet. They've just literally been sat in my drawer with all the packaging on. Sorry, Jenna Froomes, I don't know who you are. I'm sure you're a great gal, probably really great for traveling as well, because if all of the components were brilliant, like if all the highlights and bronzers and everything were really good, then you could get away with just having this for like your face, obviously like other than like foundation and stuff, but rather than taking like 10 face powders, you could just have these. Okay, so moving on to brows. So my absolute go-to brow product are the Technique Mega Micro Ultra Fine something brow pencils. Basically the Technique brow pencils, they are absolutely amazing. So I always make sure I've got at least one of each. So I've got the blonde and I've got the brown one. These are honestly so, so good. So they are super fine tipped. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them, but they're just basically really, really fine tipped, like almost little crayons, and then on the other end they have got a little spoolie. These are literally so, so good for just giving your brows like a really little like fill in and adding a little bit of length onto the tail. These are literally my favorite. I've repurchased these so many times, so I definitely recommend those. And then I also love Technique Brow Pomade. I don't know if they sell this anymore because when I looked on their website last I couldn't find it. Luckily I have actually got a few in the drawer because I stock up when I like something, so I have got a few of these, but I have it in shade blonde and I also have it in shade brown, and this is just the Technique Brow Pomade Powder Duo. I never really use the powder, to be honest. I'm not really a brow powder kind of person, but I absolutely love the pomade. If I'm doing like a full glam look and I want like the full like thick brows, then I absolutely love this. Recently I've been going for a bit more of like a natural brow, but yeah, these are great if I'm doing like full glam. And then I also have this Brow Sketch Microfine Brow Pencil. This is very, very similar to the Technique ones. This one is from Primark, but I would say that this transfers really easily. So if you like touch your brow, or like, I don't know, if you've got like one of the visors on that everyone's having to wear at the moment, then I would probably veer away from this, because I've had a couple of occasions now where I've accidentally smudged my eyebrow because I've been using this one. Okay, so the next thing is brow gel. So these both look kind of gross, but these are supposed to be clear, and because they've been used a lot, they're obviously not clear anymore. But these are the oh my god, these are so gross. So these are the clear brow gels that I like to use. So this one is the Color Lash gel, which is actually, I think, a clear mascara. This is by Collection. It's literally like £1 and it's so, so good. So it is supposed to be clear, but because I obviously put it on top of brow products, it has kind of taken the colour a little bit, so it looks a little bit gross in the tube, but it still works absolutely fine. I also like this one, which is the Natural Lashes Clear Gel by Technique. Once again, this one is supposed to be for lashes. I find that clear brow gel is nowhere near as strong as clear mascara, so that's like a little tip for you. If you like a clear brow gel, I would just just say get the mascaras because they are usually cheaper. They're usually a bigger like tube, and they also have a bigger wand, which is much easier for application because obviously your eyebrows are bigger than your eyelashes. Okay, and then I also like to use this for brows. So this is actually just a bar of the Pears soap. If you've never done soap brows before, they're super easy to do. You literally just spray some of your setting spray onto your bar of soap. You just grab a little spoolie and you basically just swirl it around into the soap mixture, and you just brush all of your brows to however you want to set them, and it literally works so well. Okay, so for mascaras, once again, I have got quite a few. So this is the Wonder Lash from Primark. This is a knockoff of a Benefit mascara. I can never remember what it's called. I don't know. Is it like They're Real or something? I don't know. But this one is definitely a knockoff of the Benefit mascara, and it's got a really nice wand, which I actually used to hate wands like this, but I actually find them so useful now. So it has got this really nice wand, which is like super fine. I used to love the big fluffy ones, and now I kind of find them annoying. Like, they always get makeup on my skin. The next one is this one, which is False Lash Queen. Once again, also from Primark. Now this has got one of those big ones that I was talking about, and they're fine if I'm just putting it over like a false lash, but I just find them so messy to work with because they are so fluffy and big. This one is a knockoff of the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. So this next one is also from Primark. This is the 3D Lash Effect mascara, and this one is also really nice. I actually got this one to replace the Wonder Lash because I was running low on it. So it has got a very similar wand. I'm not sure if this one is supposed to be like a knockoff or a dupe of anything, but it's a really nice mascara. I find that all of the Primark mascaras are really great for not running. Like I said, I've got quite oily skin, so sometimes I find mascaras can get like really smudgy under my eyes after a little while. All of the Primark ones stay in place so well, and they don't like flake and go all gross. So I really like all of those. I then also have this amplified mascara from Primark. I haven't opened this yet, so I can't tell you what it's like. Okay, and then I also have this MAC mascara. I think this is called like 3D Effect mascara or something, I don't know. I used to really like this, but then I found that it started doing the annoying smudgy thing under my eyes, because I used to wear it a lot when I would go on holidays. Like, I found that it was really good for holidays, and then I don't know, maybe my skin just got oilier, or maybe they changed the formula, but I found that it wouldn't stay very well, and now I can't even open the tube, so I don't know if this is just like dried up or something. It shouldn't have, because it's not actually very old. Never ever use it, so this can actually go in the bin. And then I also have this one, which all the writing has come off of, but this is the Technique Skinny Lash Mascara, and this is a really nice one for if you have quite a natural look and you just want like a natural lash. So this one is actually in a brown shade, and as you can see, it has got a very fine wand on it. It does give like a really nice lengthening effect, and it doesn't go too clumpy, which is why I quite like this one. If I was just doing a really natural look, I might use it, but usually I'm like quite a full glam kind of person, so this isn't one that I usually reach for. I never wear eyeliner, literally ever, so I hardly have any, but I have this one, which is the Morphe Black Felt Tip Liner. I will just show you the tip on it. Like that. So it's literally just got a pointed tip. This is a really nice eyeliner. I never really do like wings, but sometimes I like to just go along the top ridge of my eyelashes, and I find that that kind of helps to like hide any glue or separation or anything. I also have this eyeliner pencil, which I actually don't know what it's called. It's just like a white eyeliner from Revolution. This is so good. It's very pigmented. I also have these, which I've never actually used. So these are just two glitter eyeliners, once again from Revolution. So I've got one in a silver shade and one in a gold. And then I also have this for doing eye looks with. So this is actually a clear lip gel. So I actually bought this to do like glossy eyeshadow looks because that was like a massive trend not too long ago. So I really wanted to try to do like a glossy eyeshadow look, and I just never got around to doing it, but I still have it in my drawer to do that with. Okay, so staying on the theme of eyes, next we'll go through my eyeshadow palettes. So I have actually got quite a few eyeshadow palettes, considering I don't wear eyeshadow that often, but I do really enjoy creating looks just whenever I have the time. So the first one is this one. This is the Lorac Pro Artistry Street book. This is actually one of my first like big full eyeshadow palettes. And I don't actually love it that much. It looks beautiful, like it's got such a nice color story, and it's honestly such a pretty palette. This isn't my favorite palette. The shades are not greatly pigmented and they do come off slightly patchy. Some of the shades are absolutely amazing and some just come across like not so amazing. So this is like an okay palette. I don't think it's worth the full retail price. I think this retails at like £50. I was really lucky, I got this on a good deal. I think I paid 25. I think it is definitely worth 25, but I wouldn't pay 50. This one is the Morphe Such a Gem palette, which the piece of plastic is falling, but this is all like different pink and purple shades. Honestly, such a beautiful palette. This is probably my favorite palette because I absolutely love pink and purple tones. As someone who's not amazing with eyeshadow, I find Morphe palettes are really easy to use, so I really like this one, probably one of my favorites. Next up is my Morphe X James Charles palette. Everyone and their mum has this palette, so I'm sure you all know what it looks like by now. But this is an absolutely insane palette because it has got a full color story. Literally every shade that you could need or want is in this palette, so it's a great palette for literally anyone. Definitely good for beginners because it has got such a variety in there. Okay, and then next up is this Morphe Bronze Golds palette. This is a really nice neutral palette, has lots of nice shimmery goldy bronze shades in there. So if you like a kind of neutral smoky eye, then this is a really nice palette to have. And then I also have this one, which is the Morphe Hotspot palette. This is a really great palette as well because it has got the half pink and coral kind of shades and then the half bluey teal shades. So this is a really nice summery palette. I have used this one a few times and all the shades are really nice and creamy, so I definitely recommend this one. Then I also have this little Morphe palette here. I think this one is called the Blue Year Away palette, so it is all like different kind of bluey shades. So I actually picked this one up so that I could test out different like blue shades on myself. I struggle with blue eyeshadow so much, but I literally want it to work so badly because I do have blue eyes and I feel like if I could get blue eyeshadow to work for me, it would look so good. But I just find blue really hard to work with. Then I also have this palette by Technique. So this is probably one of the first eyeshadow palettes I ever had. Loads of like different rose goldy kind of mauve tones. So it's actually a really unique palette because I haven't seen that many palettes that are similar to this. This is a really, really nice palette. Like I said, one of the first ones I ever had. Very, very easy to use. The Technique palettes are so cheap, but they're honestly such good quality. So I definitely would recommend this one. And then I also have this one just here, which is the Pressed Pigment palette from Technique. Once again, quite similar shades, kind of those rosy gold, mauvey, pinky tones. This one is a very cute palette. The only thing I don't like is that the pans are incredibly small, like so small, so I'm not a massive fan of that. But if you are getting into eyeshadow and you're really new to it, this might be a really nice way of just testing out a few different shades, and it's small and compact, so you don't kind of have to commit to anything too big. Then I also have this one, which is the Revolution Abracadabra palette, I want to say, and this is just a full glitter palette, so just has a load of different shades in there, all pressed glitter pigments. The only thing I would say is that the glitters are slightly chunky, so you kind of have to work a little bit more with them. They're not like super user friendly, but they're definitely usable. Then I also have this one just here, which is the Technique Ibiza palette. So this one is a full colourful palette from Technique. I actually haven't had a chance to use this yet. They did send this to me very kindly, and they also sent me this one, which is the same palette, but this is the Paris version, which is also like kind of bronzy, nudie, goldy, rosy colours, which are all absolutely stunning. So once again, they did gift me both of those. I'm still yet to try them. I need to do like a dedicated video on my channel for these because I literally want to give them a go so bad, but I just have not had the time to sit down and do a proper eyeshadow look. So I definitely want to use these soon. I have swatched a couple of the shades and they seem really good, and I think they're only £10 each, which honestly is so good for like two big good quality palettes, and they are really heavy and like good components, so definitely recommend these from what I've tried so far. And then I also have a load of these little pigments from Revolution. So these are really, really nice to add into eyeshadow looks, or even just to use as like a highlighter anywhere on your face. So I have this one, which is in shade Goody Two Shoes, which is like a really nice pinky pearly color. This one, which is in DTF, which is a coppery kind of color. This one, which is in Saint. I actually have a few of these because this is my favorite. So this is literally just like a pure silvery white color. Then I have this one, which is in Sass Queen, which is like a full bright gold moment. And then I have this little pot just here, which is actually a glitter gel, which I've not used yet, and I'm not actually sure how you use a glitter gel. It's hot pink, it's glitter, I need it. So moving on to lashes. So I actually like to keep all of my lashes in a jewelry organizer. So I just picked this one up off Amazon. I think it was maybe like £20. It's a really nice like felty suede material, and then it has got like a glass top, and obviously these little catches which you just undo like that. So you just open this up, and then what I like to do is just have little post-it notes with the names and where they're from of each lash. So this isn't all of my lashes, this is just one of each style of lash that I own. So each of these lashes in this box is a different style. So I like to keep one of each in there, and then this is like just my little go-to for when I need a pair of lashes. Obviously if you look after your lashes, most of the time they are reusable, so normally I can just clean them and pop them back in here. But if they have kind of had their time and they need to go in the bin, then I'll just go in my drawer, pick out a fresh pair of whichever set needs replacing, and pop a new set in. So I've literally got a ridiculous amount of eyelashes, so I'm not going to go through every different type and show you them because they are from everywhere. So these are the Shindy Shangpin lashes. These are my absolute go-tos. This is what I've actually got on right now, and these are my favorite. I wear these every single day. So I actually have loads of boxes of these that I like to keep in my drawer. If you're gonna get these in bulk, I would definitely recommend getting them on AliExpress. I will put the link down below in the description, because I got one box of these on Amazon and they were £5 or £6, I want to say, for a box of 4, and then I actually managed to get 5 packs for £10 on AliExpress, which is obviously a really good deal. They're literally the exact same lashes, so maybe try these first on Amazon to see if you like them, but if you do, then I definitely recommend getting them on AliExpress. Like I said, these are my go-to lashes. I have got so many different pairs and styles of lashes, but I love these because they're so cheap, so easy to use. I just throw them on, they always look good. So these are definitely my go-to lashes. If you guys do want a dedicated lash video, just let me know down in the comment section. I can go through every single type of lashes that I've got, my favorites, my least favorites, where they're all from, and I can kind of give you like a really in-depth lash review if you want, because I have got probably at least like 100 pairs of lashes. Okay, and then moving on to lip products. So I actually don't use a crazy amount of lip products. I find, probably because I have to talk a lot in my job, lip products kind of don't last a very long time on me, so I don't have a crazy amount of lip products, and I definitely don't like to spend a lot on them because, to be honest, I'm awful for like losing lipsticks and lip glosses. So we'll start off with lipsticks. So I just have all these different ones from Primark. They're all different nudie shades. So I have got them in shade. I have shade In the Buff, I have shade Barely There, Toast, and shade Thrill Seeker. Then I have these two from Revolution. This one just here, which is in shade Glorified, and then I have this bright one just here, which is in shade Excess. This one is quite like light. I didn't realize how light and bright it was going to be, so I actually never really wear this. It's very pink. This one is a really nice color. I just don't wear lipstick that much. And then this is probably my favorite lipstick. Like I said, I don't wear lipstick very often, but this is definitely my favorite one if I am gonna wear lipstick. So this is like a crystal lipstick from Revolution. It's literally so beautiful, and it's just really super duper glittery. So this one is in shade Corset, and this is probably my favorite lipstick, but like I said, I just don't wear lipstick very often. And then I also have loads and loads of lip glosses. So lip gloss is probably the thing that I use the most. So I have a handful from Primark. To be honest, I don't like to keep lip glosses hanging around very often because I feel like they kind of get a little bit gross. So I've got a few from Primark just here. So these are the high glosses from Primark. I've got shade Baby Doll, which is this cute pink one. I've got shade Candy. This is my absolute favorite one from Primark. This is the one I'm wearing right now. And then I also have this one just here, which is in shade In the Buff. And honestly, this one looks like it's starting to go a little bit, so I might put this one in the bin. And then I absolutely love these lip glosses from Technique. These are just the glossy top lip glosses. I can't remember the shade names of these Technique lip glosses, but honestly I've tried most of them, and to be honest they're all really, really nice. So I definitely recommend these. These definitely stay on better than the Primark ones, and they smell really nice as well. Then I also have this gloss from Revolution. This is like a super duper glittery gloss. It's literally got so much glitter pigment in it. It's so beautiful. This one is in shade Suede, I believe, and I literally have got like 4 of these in my drawer. They are my absolute favorite lip gloss. The only thing with this lip gloss is that it is quite gritty. You can definitely feel the glitter grain in your lip gloss, so if that bothers you, probably steer clear of this. Personally, I don't mind that. If it's gonna make my lips super glittery, then I'm absolutely down for it. And then I've got a couple more Revolution glosses. This one is in shade Pure, so just like this nice pinky nude color, and then this one is in shade Opulence, and that's more of like a cappuccino kind of brown color. Then I just have loads of random lip liners that kind of go with all of the lipsticks. To be honest, I don't think I have like a go-to one. All of these are decent. There are some from Primark, there are some from Revolution. Yeah, to be honest, these are all good. I'm not gonna go through and like list all of the shades because none of them are like amazing, but they're just all from Primark or Revolution, all in different like nudie pinky shades. Usually I just get the same lip liner as whatever lipstick I'm getting, and then I can kind of just mix and match with them. But yeah, these are all pretty decent. Okay, and then last but not least is just all of the little random bits. My go-to glue for lashes is the Duo Blue Latex Glue. This one is honestly amazing. Like I said, it is latex, so if you have a latex allergy, don't use this one. I think they do a latex-free version, but I don't know if it's any good. This one is literally amazing because I think because of the latex, it's kind of stretchy. So the glue definitely stays on your eyes, and it makes sure that like your lashes don't ping off. So this is my go-to glue. I literally always have like 5 of these in the drawer. I literally love it so much. And then the last thing that I'm going to show you is setting sprays. So I've got a few here. I get through literally liters of setting spray. So favorite one is this one, which is I Heart Revolution. This is fixing spray in cookies and cream. This smells literally so good, but this is really good. I find it definitely helps to keep my makeup on. I used to use MAC Fix Plus Coconut, which I really, really enjoyed, but like I said, I just get through so much of it, so I had to try and find a cheaper alternative. Then I also have the I Heart Revolution Watermelon setting spray. This one is also really nice, just not my personal preference of scent. Like, it doesn't really smell that good. And then I also have this one, which is from Technique. This is the Magic Mist in Gold. This is a glittery setting spray, so it does add sparkle to your face. This is really nice if you're on holiday because you can actually spray this on your face, but also like on your body and like your collarbones and stuff, and it just gives you like this really nice like golden like tanned glow. So over the top of like a little bit of fake tan or a natural tan if you're lucky enough to tan, this literally looks so nice on holiday, and it definitely catches the sun, so 100% recommend this one. Okay, so that is my updated makeup collection video. That is literally everything I have in my makeup collection currently, maybe other than a couple of things that might be in my bag. But yeah, that is like my go-to entire makeup collection. I didn't actually realize I had quite that much makeup. This video has taken such a long time to film. It's now 10:30. I'm absolutely exhausted. I need to take this makeup off and go and have a shower and get in bed because I've got to be up early doing clients. So I hope you all enjoyed watching today's video as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. If you did enjoy watching today's video, please don't forget to leave me a massive like and subscribe down below. If you have any questions or comments for me regarding today's video, please feel free to leave them all down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget to check out my Instagram account. I'll pop all the details on screen right now, and they will also be down below in the description box. And without further ado, I look forward to seeing you all in my next video.